It is Thursday, everyone, also known as Friday Junior. Welcome into the News 10 Plus Digital Desk. I am Taylor Gattoni on this Thursday. It's another gloomy one today. I'm sure you're seeing all of the clouds covering the skies. In fact, I'll do a little live look over Jackson right now. If we take a look over downtown Jackson, you were seeing just how gray those skies are. And I'm sure when you woke up this morning, you noticed it was a bit darker outside as well. And well, that is because of all of the clouds. You're not seeing any blue out on those skies. So very dark today. And Colton Cichoracki will be mentioning in just a little bit all of the possible showers we could get today. Until then, heading into this weekend should be beautiful. Me and one of my coworkers actually planning a trip to the UP. That'll be a bunch of fun. We're trying to see those fall leaves change color, which I know a lot of them already are. In fact, Justin Bradford, our first alert meteorologist, was sending me some pictures earlier today. He's headed toward St. Ignace and then going up to Pictured Rocks, and that is where me and one of my producers will be heading up over the weekend, so we are pumped up. If you have any suggestions or if you have any fall plans happening this weekend, let us know in the chat. Or if you have any questions, comments, whatever you want to do, even just to say hi, you can do that as well on our live chat. Until then, we're making it to the end of the week, so just pushing through this day, and then we'll have that good weather coming in. But we kind of want to share what we have coming up in our newscast today. We will start with Studio 10, where you can stay up to date with them. There are their socials, and they're doing a lot of fun fall decorations, fall DIYs, and just going to a lot of different fall events that you can look forward to in our community. So go check out Studio 10. You can always go to their YouTube page, and if you're unable to watch them at 3 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday, you can always go back onto their YouTube page, watch their previous segments, and if you do watch them at 3 o'clock every day, hey, this is where you can go back if you missed something, if you wanted to catch a recipe or see that location for a certain event again, go to YouTube and subscribe to @WILX Studio 10. Something else happening on Studio 10 all year long here is our You're Not Alone campaign, or a mental health series. And so when you go to the right side of your screen, you're going to notice that QR code. If you pull out your phone, scan the code, a list of resources will pop up. It'll actually take you to our website, WILX.com, and on there are a list of resources, and we have a few of them per county. So, for example, Clinton, Eaton, Ingham, Ionia, Shiawassee, Lenawee, Jackson. If I'm missing any, I apologize, but a lot of resources when you scan that QR code. So whether it's you or someone you know who might be struggling with mental illness or going through a tough time, you never know who might be going through that, right? Some people try to hide that, but it's okay to feel what you're feeling. So go scan that QR code, get those resources if you are looking for something. And something else you can do is call 988. We'll take you to a lifeline chat. Go to 988, call that number if you or someone you know is in a crisis, you're seeking that help. They will have that help for you. So you're not alone. You can pay attention to that all year long here on News 10. Also, we're going to be having different little segments on it throughout the month. So each month you can look forward to separate stories. I know Studio 10 is doing something today with it. In fact, on Mid-Michigan Matters on October 12th, we will be doing another mental health series. So just continuously check back here on News 10. We want to help you out in the community. It can be a very stressful time just living life, right? A lot happens in life. So no matter what you're going through, and you never know what people are going through, you can go to that source. I'll pull it up one more time for all of you. That is the QR code. Go ahead and scan that. And another great reason, or another reason why we're doing this, you get more into the winter months. It gets cold. I don't know if anyone out there has a happy light. I have a happy light to try to help when the sun isn't as up anymore because of the winter months, right? You get a lot of darkness. So seasonal depression or seasonal affective disorder can also take a toll on people, get you a little moody, you might be feeling a little different. So hey, if you need a resource to go to, again, pay attention to our You're Not Alone mental health series. You are not alone. We are here for you guys. All right, well, we do want to share what we have coming up in our later newscast. So, but let me not skip weather first. I was just talking about the clouds, and we want to make sure that you know when to spot those possible rain showers in our forecast today, and then get ready for a beautiful weekend. The first week of October is looking like summer. So I don't know how you all feel about that, but Colton will tell you what you can look forward to.
It is going to be another gloomy afternoon across the area as you get home from work later on today. We'll probably still have the clouds around, but I don't expect a ton of rain today. Temperatures, though, will be stuck in the 60s, so it's not the best looking day, very fall-like across mid-Michigan, but things are going to be changing in a much nicer direction as we move into the rest of the week and into the weekend. Our rain chances will drop off completely as we head into tomorrow. I'm not expecting any rain. In fact, that's when we should start to see a little bit more sunshine, especially probably towards the second half of the day on Friday. And then this weekend looks fantastic. And into early next week, no more opportunities for rain, and we are going to be heating up in a big way. So I want to take a second and explain what we're going to be seeing as we head into the weekend and beyond. We're going to see something set up that's called an omega block, and what this is generally speaking, is the shape of what the jet stream is going to be, and that's why it's called an omega block. I drew where the jet stream is going to be. It's in this white arrow here. Anytime that it goes north of us, that allows some warm air to move into our direction, and that's what we're going to be seeing. So we're going to have an area of low pressure that's going to be back out in the Rockies, kind of in Colorado, and then we're going to see one off the Atlantic coast as well. And in between that, we see a big ridge of high pressure that's going to build in here. And when we have one of these that allows that warm air to move in from the south, it also controls our weather and gives us some sunshine. So we're going to see this kind of get locked in place. So it's a blocking weather pattern that gets stuck here. So we're not going to see one day or just 2 days of this warm weather. We're probably going to see 5 or 6 days at least of some very warm temperatures that'll be on the way as we head into this upcoming week. So here's a look at the 10-day temperature trend, because we go from the 60s today, we're back to the 70s tomorrow, upper 70s on Saturday. And then as we begin the month of October, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 days of temperatures in the lower 80s. So it is going to be feeling very warm as we start the month of October. But it does look like, I can tell you, by the end of next week into next weekend, we are going to see our weather pattern break down, and that is going to allow us to see temperatures much cooler as we head into the weekend. So it does not last forever. And looking long range, this could be the last of our summer heat that we're going to see this year. So enjoy it while we have it, because it is going to be very warm as we head into the weekend and beyond. And speaking of the weekend, this is about as nice as you can get. This would be nice for June standards, let alone as we flip our calendars into October. It's going to be very warm. Temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s across the area. Real quick, wanted to show you the latest fall color report too, because we are seeing a lot of color starting to show up, especially in northern lower Michigan, as well as into parts of the UP. We're nearing peak fall colors in the western part of the UP already. So if you wanted to take a weekend to maybe go look at some fall colors, which I think Taylor might be doing this weekend, the weather is definitely going to be cooperating, and there should be some pretty good color to see around the state.
Oh boy, Colton, I am ready to see all of the fall foliage. Again, like I was saying just a little moment ago, me and a coworker are heading to the UP. We're going to go to Pictured Rocks. That's going to be really cool. We actually have a whole little itinerary we've been planning, but we are ready to go. As you saw, the UP has the low to moderate to the high fall foliage report. So, and again, Justin was showing me all of the pictures. He actually sent me a few more text messages showing what all of the trees look like up north. They still have the green on them, but they're also beginning to change colors in that perfect mixture of like the red and the orange, that autumn scenery, and then mixed with some of the green stuff. Whew, it is looking beautiful up there. So I'm actually going to take us a live look outside. This is over US 127. And over here, you know, like Colton said, low changes in the leaves right now. So you're still seeing the leaves change color. In fact, we have this tree outside our station here in News 10, and it's beautiful and yellow looking. Not all of them look like that yet, right? It's still in the beginning of the fall season, and so those leaves starting to change color. But hey, that peak will be coming pretty soon. I do want to also take you out to Michigan State University, a live look over there, because hey, it's a school that says go green, and they have lots of green there. But you're seeing in the distance, they also have some of the trees changing colors with their leaves. So check that out over there. You have red in the background. Anyways, it's just looking really beautiful, you know, besides all of the gray in the sky. But hey, that will change pretty shortly, as you just heard Colton talking about. So we do want to give you a preview of what's coming up in First at 4 and also our 90 minutes of news today. And here's what you can expect. So starting with First at 4, again, Mid-Michigan Matters starts again next week. But until then, today's story, we have a first grader who reads books to the senior community. So this is a really great story, a feel-good story you can look forward to. Coming up on News 10 at 5, we preview Ethan Crumbley's hearing. So a lot of coverage that we are continuing to follow with Ethan Crumbley Again, he is the Oxford High School shooter. So we will have a preview on his hearing coming up on News 10 at 5. News 10 at 5:30 as we're in the fall season. I know there's been rising cases of COVID. People have been getting the flu. They're getting the cold. So you don't want to feel all ucky and gucky. So Ingham County has their vaccines. We're going to tell you more about what you need to know coming up on News 10 at 5:30. News 10 at 6. With the fall season, a lot of sports are happening. And Emmerich will have more on sports physicals and tying that into mental health, right? So a lot of mental health news is on the rise. We spoke on our You're Not Alone mental health series. So not just taking care of yourself physically, but also mentally and emotionally is really important as well because, hey, the two connect, right? The mind, body, soul, you got all of that. So making sure that you're doing all right over there. We will have more coming up from Ann Emmerich on News 10 at 6. So that is what we have going on. We do want to share what our reporters have going on out in the fields. We're going to send it to them.
We all know that food is a basic necessity for everyone, but across Michigan, food pantries are still experiencing food shortages. I'm Deanna Giles, and I'll share what's needed for these food pantries coming up on News 10 at 5.
I'm Erin Bowling, and today I'm covering the sentencing of a former Speaker of the House, Rick Johnson. After Johnson served as Michigan Speaker of the House, he went on to serve as chair of Michigan's Medical Marijuana Licensing Board. During his time in that role, he accepted bribes that totaled over $100,000 in value. Today, he is sentenced for accepting those bribes, and I'll break that story down on News 10 at 6. Taylor, back to you at the desk.
All right, thank you, Deanna and Aaron, for sharing what you have coming up during our 90 minutes of news. Studio 10 does get started in 45 minutes, so there you go. You can look forward to that, and then First at 4 will follow, and then our 90 minutes of news, starting with News 10 at 5. There you go. Well, until then, again, monitoring all of the clouds and the possible showers in our forecast today across mid-Michigan. Go download the First Alert Weather app if you do not have it already, and if you already have it, you're probably like me who opens it up. You're looking at the radar. You're looking at the satellite. Let me show you what else you can look forward to. You have the video updates from our meteorologists. So our First Alert Weather team, there you go, like Justin right there. They give you their planners, what they expect over the weekend forecast, which again, as you heard Colton say, it's going to be beautiful. It's feeling like summer during fall, so that is interesting. But we have that. We're in Michigan. But yeah, this one's a bit more of an odd one. So if you want to stay up to date with, again, the possible rain showers today or with the beautiful weather that we're having during October, go check that out on the First Alert Weather app. It is completely free off of Google Play and the Apple App Store. Great tools to have. You also get traffic alerts on there. So if you are heading to the UP like I am or anywhere else around the state, even if it's just a short distance away, if you're going to run some errands around your home, you can still get those traffic alerts. So great to have. We still have construction going on. Again, we're in Michigan. We're always working with our potholes, right? So download the First Alert Weather app, a great tool to have on your phone. Until then, happy Friday, Junior, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.